People don't see it as a skill and a craft, they just think you're a butcher. So competitions like this are a chance to show your skill, your craft, you know, and all the years of training. You've got to have a true passion to do this job, and I think that will shine through.
The 2014 Tri-nations Butchery Competition recently took place at the Great Yorkshire Show. This international butchery battle pitted teams of 6 of the best butchers from the UK, New Zealand and Australia against each other.
The competition's been running for 4 years, this is the 4th year. The British team's only been involved for 2 years. We were down in New Zealand last year at an agricultural show, so the location's very similar to last year's, the format's very similar.
The format is simple. 2 hours to butcher a side of beef and a full lamb carcass before creating an innovative display with the meat. A panel made up of judges from all 3 nations would oversee proceedings.
They'll be looking at the boning skills, the knife skills of the butchers, and then their displays. So we judge on how fast they bone, how clean they bone, and then all their skills. It's mainly about the skills, and then we go to the cutting and the presentation.
We've got 3 teams here. GB are the hosting team, so they're in the middle. Next to them we've got the Sharp Black, they're the New Zealand team. They call themselves the Sharp Blacks because that's their sponsor. Dalziel sponsors the British team, and at the far end there we've got the Australian team, and they're sponsored by Natural Flavour. They've got 2 hours to bone the meat. You'll notice that the cutting styles are very, very different. The British team are boning out on a block, which is how we were traditionally done. I've always done it. The Aussies and the Kiwis, they're boning out on the side, so they're hanging it, taking the primals off, and then prepping it on the table. So very, very different styles. It's a flagship for English beef and lamb, really. I mean, the quality of the beef here, traditional beefs, it's the sort of beef that I'd be happy to put in my shop. It'll be good eating. It'll be nice to show that off to the Aussies and the New Zealand lads.
The competition took place at the end of a week-long study tour which offered the Australian and New Zealand teams a chance to see the host nation's beef and lamb industry at work.
The study tour, like, you know, we've seen some amazing butcher shops. It's just an absolute honour to come across here from New Zealand and have a look to see what they're doing in the meat industry in the UK.
We've come to the end of a very good tour. E-Blacks have done a wonderful job. I think, speaking to both the New Zealand and the Australian teams, they've really had a good tour, and this is the final bit of preparation now. We're all getting a little bit nervous.
Once the competition kicked off, it drew impressive crowds from the Great Yorkshire Show, with spectators from all walks of life stopping by.
Hi, my name's Lance Corporal Ian Simpson. I'm a chef in the British Army Reserves. As I walked past, I've seen it, and obviously being a chef, I thought it was a very interesting thing to see how real butchery is done, because nowadays most of your meat is already prepared.
All 3 teams produced a very high standard, and once the final whistle went, the judges set about their duties. Then it was time for the butchers to make their way to London for the 2014 Supermeat and Fish Awards, where the winner would be announced by miling class.
We've just spent the morning at the Yorkshire Show competing against the Australians and the Brits and the Tri-nations, and just a fantastic day, and looking forward to this evening with the results. Everybody is just buzzing from this morning. To have something like this, a butchery Tri-nations, is just unbelievable for the meat industry. You know, we're trying to attract young people to our trade, and you know, for them to be able to get a visual of what we've done today will just sort of give them an insight that there is a career in the meat industry, and it's a fantastic place to work. So you know, it's really good for the industry.
It's been a massive day. The competition was great. Really proud of my blokes. They did a great job, and I think we're a good chance of winning tonight. It's going to be heaps to take away. We've gone to some top class shops, and we've met some awesome butchers, and they've got heaps of passion, which you know, we can all tap into. We're on the way to London for our dinner to find out the results.
The Tri-nations Butchers Challenge is a test of skill, innovation and speed in butchery techniques, contested by teams of 6 butchers from Great Britain, Australia and New Zealand, all of which are here tonight.